In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use delays in your workflow's HubSpot. By the end, you'll know exactly where to find delays, how to add them, and how to set the timing so your automations feel natural and well-paced. Start by opening your browser and heading to Google. Type HubSpot and open the official HubSpot website. Log into your account with the credentials you normally use. If you're working in a shared portal, make sure you have permission to edit workflows so your changes can be saved. Once you're in, look to the left-hand sidebar and hover to reveal the main navigation. Find the Automation section, then click Workflows. This takes you to your list of workflows. Here, you'll see any contact, company, deal, or ticket workflows your team uses. Identify the workflow where you want to insert a pause. A quick tip: if this is a critical workflow, consider cloning it first so you can test changes safely. Open the workflow you want to modify, then click Edit Workflow to enter the visual editor. In the canvas, locate the exact spot where you want your delay to occur. Hover between two actions and click the plus icon that appears. This plus icon is how you add new actions at a specific point in the sequence. From the action list, choose Delay. HubSpot offers different delay types to help you control timing. For this walkthrough, we'll keep it simple and pick the option to delay for a set amount of time. This is great when you want a predictable pause between steps, like waiting a day after an email is sent before creating a task. Next, set the duration. Enter the number of days, hours, and minutes you want. Keep in mind that a set time delay runs continuously based on your portal's time zone, not just business hours. If you need messages to land during a workday or within a specific window, other delay types can help with that. But for a straightforward gap, a set time delay is perfect. Think about your customer journey here. Shorter delays keep momentum, while longer ones give space for a user to engage before the next touchpoint. When your timing looks good, click Save. You'll see the delay block added to your workflow. If your workflow is already on and enrolling records, new entrants will follow the updated timing from this point forward. It's a best practice to enroll a test record and check the workflow history to confirm the scheduled next action time. Also, add a short internal note or rename the delay to describe its purpose so teammates understand why it's there at a glance. That's it. You've added a clear, controlled pause to your workflow, helping your automation feel more human and effective.